It's gold on that shank at the bottom.
Here we go.
I feel as though it's very rare you come across someone who doesn't have a special place for Sesame Street and all the characters in their heart. And if you happen to be one of those someones, listen, okay, it's for your own good, but I will be getting the FBI involved. Hello. About 4 years ago, I came across this drawing on Pinterest. I fell in love with it. I was amazed by it. It was so cute. Slightly simple yet nostalgic. But eventually, over the span of a year, I had lost track of it. Then in 2023, I had a random yet slightly irrelevant thought. I thought, man, one day I'm gonna design a couple outfits, with the themes being my favorite childhood TV shows and movies. And I especially have to do Sesame Street. I sat with it, I got excited, I thought about it some more, and then I paused and went, didn't I come across some drawing? I don't even think there was a name attached to it. It was a digital drawing of a girl wearing a Sesame Street themed outfit. I went looking for it and I found it. This artwork was created by an artist that goes by Sugar Beets or Sugar and Beets. I love their artwork, and from what I've seen, they mostly do digital work. It's so amazing, and I definitely recommend giving them a follow or even just a look. But this art isn't particularly my favorite just because of the nostalgia, but because it was also a Draw This in Your Style challenge in 2021. But about time I had come across it and found it again, it was too late for me to participate. But at least over thousands of other artists did. I scrolled and saw mostly digital, but I also saw some color pencils, some marker art, and one crocheted doll. And I have some favorites that I definitely have to show and shout out, like Ari is Artsy, Shy Shy Arts, The Fairy Art Mother, Deraznita, Jujutsu, and Aravim. I hope I got all those right. Out of all these amazing pieces of artwork, I didn't see not a single IRL version, which is exactly what I'm going to do today, step by step. I never jump into a design all crazy. I always draw them out. Write down the things that I need, the things that I have, and write down the instructions, as you can see, in a way that I can understand. The very first step was to dye the white hat that I have green. I got a wide bucket, filled it with warm to slightly hot water. I didn't fill it completely, I filled it just enough to cover the hat. Now I got these things that I needed to create this outfit a while ago. I knew I could do this, but I did my research anyways and found that I could dye the hat with regular paint. So instead of buying actual fabric dye, I had gotten 3 bottles of green paint. I put it in the water, I mix it up. I wet the hat beforehand so the paint gets spread evenly. I put it in and I left it for a week. And what do you know? It worked. To an extent. I ended up putting it back in for a few more days, but it just would not get any darker. Luckily, I was able to obtain some actual fabric dye. I have used fabric dye before, but I paid extra attention to the instructions to make sure I did not accidentally mess it up, because there would have been absolutely no way for me to get another. This hat is made of acrylic, which is dyeable. But you see, I don't know who was lying in this situation. Maybe the instructions weren't 100% honest. Maybe the hat wasn't acrylic. Maybe the water was too hot and I did it wrong because I didn't have a thermometer. It could be any of these things because as a result, it was looking a little wonky. But I couldn't exactly tell because it wasn't dry yet. And I had to hand wash it, so I did that. I also had to air dry it. I was getting nervous because things were not looking good. So I had to take time to think about what I was going to do and set this aside before I had a heart attack. Because I knew I could not get another one. And move on to the second step. There was a bit of a gap in time. I haven't been feeling too well mentally, physically, healthily, really tired. So I decided to go to the park. I needed the wind and it helped me to continue step 2, which is to remove the sleeves from the yellow shirt and sew them to the red shirt. As you can see, I've already done that. And I absolutely have to bring attention to why. I got these things a while ago, as in August 2023. My initial plan was to make the outfit without even having the thought of filming it. Because at the time, I wasn't set on the choice of making videos. So as soon as I had everything, I went ahead and started. Which is why the sleeves are already removed. But that's fine, because even though it was quick, it saved me some time. I brought everything I needed: scissors, sewing needles, thread, clothespins, also my measuring tape, X-Acto knife, and a highlighter just in case. Both of these shirts I got are sizes 1X because in the art it's clearly oversized. So I had to make sure the sleeves covered my hands. If you look close enough, you can tell I didn't just cut the sleeves straight off. I wanted to keep the length and do it the right way. So I took the other shirt that I still have and showed that all I did was stretch the seam, cut the thread, and that's how I did it. And I had 2 hair clips on the sleeves, so I would remember that if the hair clip is facing on the outside of the sleeve, then that's which sleeve it's supposed to be. And when I flipped it inside out, I got a little confused and remembered when you flip it inside out, put the right sleeve on the left side so it's on the right side, and put the left sleeve on the right side so it's on the left side. I think you kind of get what I'm saying. I kept the sleeves in place with the pins before I started sewing. I did a specific kind of stitch that with all my might I could not name. I watched a video to learn it and I wasn't given a name, so if anyone could recognize it, please tell me. I've been sewing most of my life since I was at least 7. And it's always been by hand, but I'm not a pro by any means. I've always just done it freely. Guess I gotta go. I got a sewing machine years ago. I've used it, just not on anything I've ever worn, because I have a skill issue with keeping the fabric steady while it's moving across the machine. I made sure to do the stitching twice so that the sleeves would be more sturdy. So once from the red side and once from the yellow side. I finished the sleeves and the feeling was so surreal because I tried on the shirt and saw a glimpse of a future yet to come. I enjoyed the third step the most because it was the most experimental. Everyone has one to a few things they psych themselves out about. I don't really think I have the skills for that. I know I've been active at it for the last 10 years, but I'm gonna sit this one out. For me, it's not sewing. It's cutting things out. Along with the 2 main tops, I also got a large blue tank top with a specific texture for Cookie Monster's face. The top was very thin. In order for it to look like a thick patch, I already had black and white felt on hand, so I got the black felt and used the pins to attach it inside the top, only against the front, so when I cut the face out, there'll be an extra layer underneath. I was nervous because I did not test this out off camera as much as I wanted to. All of this, everything was my absolute first try. The sketching, the cutting, and everything else had no returns, all sales are final, stickers all over them. This is really creepy. Why did I draw that so... Oh, gosh. After I finished drawing the face, I cut it out and used it as a guide for the size and outlining on the top. It was so much easier for me to do it this way because I knew I wanted it to be about 7 inches or 17 centimeters. The first bad idea, I used a liquid highlighter to outline. In my mind, I didn't think about how bad the bleeding was about to get. I should have used another marker, but I didn't really have another blue marker that would show up as bright as this one did. But in return, it made it a little difficult to get a proper clean cut from the guidelines. out the eyes was as easy as you can imagine. Second bad idea. I should have removed the black layer from under the eyes before the next move. I measured and cut the collar and wrist pieces. I took a break, I had a snack, and moved on. Just to the next part. This is still the third step. I'm not done yet. To glue down each layer before any sewing was done. I didn't know if this was going to work because the glue is meant for fabric, but I got it a while ago, and when I tried it, it didn't work. I made sure to spread it as evenly as I could and use something heavy to press down in between each layer. Everything in place and put some more heavy stuff on top. Waited about a day and a half, took the stuff off so the glue could get more air, left it a little longer till it dried. Doing Cookie Monster took the most time because I could only endure so much without a thimble. Getting to the blue threads, the wrist, the collar, and the patch. I did the majority off camera because there was only so much I needed to show. My measurements were slightly off, even though I measured. If you look, you can see I'm trying to get the wrist even on the outside and the inside so I can pin it down. Sometimes I'll take both ends of the thread, pull them through, tie it off, and the thread will be more thick and sturdy if I don't have the size that I need. while I'm sewing, there's something I really want to talk about. I dropped 2 shorts in February that were teasers for an upcoming video, a Black History Month painting. That project and this project are the 2 longest pieces of artwork that I've covered. But that painting has resulted in me taking literal cat naps because I damaged my lack thereof sleep schedule, getting me sick. I was rushing myself. I had already done a poem, but I wanted to make 2 videos for Black History Month. But about time I finished it, it was the 23rd, and I got writer's block. I knew what I wanted to say. I just couldn't put it into words. I also made a post saying it was going up in March instead. I started writing in February. Your girl just couldn't finish, so that didn't happen. I don't ever plan on scrapping it, but the wait is worth it. I promise. I had to finish the wrist off camera. Somehow I couldn't get a close enough look and film at the same time. Because I was so focused, I had it like this close to my face, otherwise I couldn't see what I was doing. I also did most of the collar and gave it the perfect stitched look. I had to use a lot of thread, so much so that I started running out. I'm glad I had more. If you can see the inside part, it ended up looking something like a botched haircut. I swear it was even when I first cut and measured it. I knew the thread wouldn't be able to meet some of the fabric on the other side, so I decided to glue only the fabric on the inside down, and on the outside it was sewn. Getting to the centerpiece, the main event, Cookie Monster. Along with the same blue, all I needed was some black and white thread, which I already had. My start was a little painful. Not removing the extra layer made it really hard to get the needle through. You can see me having to push harder than normal. But nonetheless, I got it done. would think I didn't need to do the irises, but I wanted to, and that decision slowly turned into a regret. Also, a painful nightmare. 5 layers of fabric and 4 layers of glue. No thimble. Sometimes I had to use other objects to push the needle through. I was losing my mind. Like I said, I did the majority of the sewing off camera. My total time filming just the black pieces was 11 minutes and 36 seconds. I had to stop. It was getting too difficult. At 2:50 a.m., I stopped for the rest of the night because of this. The needle broke. It actually ruined my night. I lost sleep over this because I thought I can't finish. The fabric is too hard. But somehow, I did. Compared to 4 layers, the 2 layers of glue for the black and the blue was the easiest to manage. It's like a reward. absolutely perfect patch. I finally completed Cookie Monster. I was genuinely amazed with the work I did and continued to impress myself, especially when I got to craft practically from scratch. The entirety of step 5 is creating the 2 custom hair clips, the rainbow pin, and the Elmo earrings. This decision actually took me a minute, but for everything here, I'm going to use foam sheets. Green, yellow, white, blue, and red, which I already had on hand. What I didn't already have was the hair clips and the rainbow patch. So along with the other purchases, I got sets of each. I wanted to start from the most simple to the hardest, so I started with the pin first. First things first, I got a cap that was just big enough for the patch. Traced around it and cut it out. The patches are actually ironable, but I used hot glue instead. A little hot in my hand. The back of the pin is completely custom made from a metal soda cap, 1 soda can tab, and a clothespin. I already had one made, but I changed the clothespin. The other one was too small. I used D.T.I.Y.S to glue it down and sat it aside to dry. I said I was ready to start as soon as I got everything, I wasn't lying, because I already made the 2 hair clips. I was a little stuck. I was thinking maybe I could just do it again. I'll make the same ones again. I didn't want to do that, so I was gonna make 2 new ones that were similar. I did somewhat forget how I made the first set, so I did slightly mess up on the B, but we'll go back to that later. Every foam sheet got a top coat of gloss Mod Podge and a coat of matte Mod Podge on the back to cover the sticky. Basically, for the other sign, instead of just putting 1, 2, 3, I was making the regular Sesame Street sign. The cutting out process was pretty tedious. I had to go back and even everything out. Not perfectly, but proudly. Put matte on the backs of everything and gloss on top of the pin and set it all aside to dry. Starting on the hardest task, the earrings. Now I know what you're probably thinking. Those don't look like earrings. Technically, they are. If you haven't been able to tell by now, I have stretched ears. I was actually gonna scrap the whole earring idea because, one, I had no thought of how to go about it at all. And two, my ears are pierced above these, but I felt like if I just got a flat pair of earrings and painted on them, they would be way too close and it wouldn't look right. I decided to just purchase a pair of 16mm gauges, which is my size, and choose between foam or paint when I got them. You see what I chose. I've said before that I'm still teaching myself that making mistakes are okay, but for some reason, my mind made me believe that I had one shot and that's it. You can't try again after you start. Because, and you can call me dramatic, but my heart rate picked up like lightning speed. I got really nervous and started hyperventilating a little bit, so I'm gonna take a break. Come back to this. I wanted to do this whole thing off camera so bad. I thought about it a good couple of times. I finally got them all cut out, I glued them on the gauges with E6000 and set them aside to dry. Moving back to the sign. What I was doing now was writing out Sesame Street first and then painting on top of it. And for the remainder of the time, I'm using white, black, red, orange fabric paint and black and white puff paint. The painting was by far the calmest I've been during this whole step. It was pretty much smooth sailing from here on out. I was done. The last thing I had to do was add a top coat to both the earrings and the sign, and everything went accordingly and turned out so much better than I was expecting. There will be more crafts in the future. I already got one that I'm dying to do. The last step is technically an extra step that was unplanned. The hat from the first step had me thinking that I put myself into some trouble. It did shrink just a little bit, but that wasn't the problem. The ears were the problem. The ears were way too big, and they just made the hat look so ugly. So, what better way to fix a size issue than with green thread and a pair of scissors? I'd show you what it looks like on my head, but I didn't try on the shirt because I'd much rather show you everything together all at once. I got the choker, the black and white striped shirt, and instead of shorts, this is actually a jumper. I got this instead because it has pockets. The one and only thing that I could not get was the shoes. I saw some that looked similar to the ones in the artwork, but they were just a little too much, so I couldn't get them. I want to sincerely thank Sugar and Beets for simply existing, creating, and giving people the chance to challenge their own creativity. This is the perfect outfit for autumn, not summertime. I repeat, not summertime. Before I go, there is something serious that I need to say. I try to keep a smile on my face and take as many breaks as I can, because it's only been 6 months. Not 1 year, not 2, 6 months. And every time I get on the internet, I see that myself and many other people have come this close to losing another basic human right. Because the people that have money in their pockets have decided that they're going to make our choices for us because of what they personally, outright fascistly believe in. I already deal with the bit, so when I see people from other places alongside people from my own country being hurt, I feel hopeless and sometimes useless, knowing I can't personally help. I don't have a platform, no large following or audience, but that doesn't mean that I can't speak up and say, I don't care who you are. I believe in basic human rights. But it's crazy that I even have to say that, because there are people that won't say anything because they're afraid to lose possibly 15 to 20% of their audience. So they let you assume that they're good. I wouldn't dare let you assume that I agree with the Cheeto in the office right now. When you come to my channel, I want you to feel like you're taking somewhat of a break from reality. But I just need to let you know now, if you lack critical thinking skills, basic empathy, reading comprehension skills, and the will to mind your own business when necessary, and if you voted for you know who, go waste your time somewhere else because you're not welcome to watch me. I live by this motto, and so do a lot of other people. And it's, as long as you're not hurting anyone or yourself and you're happy, I don't care. I don't care. Your personal life has nothing to do with me, and mine has nothing to do with you. Don't spread hate, because it is today's most dangerous modern day plague. I hope you enjoyed this video and all. This outfit took me 2 whole months to finish. Happy Pride Month, by the way. Only reason I didn't say it earlier is because I didn't think I was going to have this video up by June. I'm going to let you know now that the next video is going to be a haul of something specifically tasteful. So just hang on, because I can guarantee you this is not the last that you'll see of me.